Alright, I gotta let everyone on Instagram know I'm alive. I have a very large Instagram following. You know, I'm pretty popular.
Huh, neat.
Are you ready for me to rock your face off? Okay, I was actually waiting for a response, but okay, just fuck me then. Do it. Thank you for a response finally. Let me switch.
I'm using the headset mic. Okay, this is why it took so long. I'm upgrading. Okay, we got upgrades, people. We got performance enhancers. We got Oxycontin. We got Benadryl. We got all the good drugs, all right? All the things women ghost him after not replying after 3 picoseconds. Yeah, true. He's got no shoes. Of course I don't wear shoes. What kind of degenerate wears shoes indoors? You people sicken me. I don't wear shoes indoors because that's like Neanderthal caveman behavior. No one does that except for like degenerates and Canadians. Also, I was adding in new things. Okay, I don't wear slides. One of the new things I added was this bad boy right here. This awesome art thing I got commissioned to like make it official. Check it out, baby. The Daldameht green screen presentation, baby. Now it's official. Officially recognized. Okay. Thank you to Dudette for making this. We were so close to leaking his feet. I'm never gonna show my feet on stream. I hope you people realize that, alright? They will never, my bare naked feet will never, ever be on stream. Get that clear, please. It sounds swampy. It's some crappy freaking headset mic that like telemarketers use to scam you out of your credit card. That's what I'm using. What's your opinion on Joe Biden dropping out? I didn't even know that happened since I don't care about political news, but cool. Yeah, Girth is oozing and dripping out of his damn penis tip. Your zipper's open? What? No, it isn't. Also a cool thing, you guys can now also end the presentations. If you use exclamation point end, it will end the presentation whenever you want it. Because from rewatching the previous times, the presentation seemed to just go on forever with like one long narrative. That doesn't seem as good. So to keep them more like concise and concentrated, at any point you can just end a presentation by pressing exclamation point end. And it'll bring up an end title card. That's the start one. Oh, this is what it looks like, by the way. The end, baby. But whenever you guys are ready, you can start submitting images. FaceTuffer, you typed the link in wrong, damn it. FaceTuffer, you put the link in wrong. Only 20% of it was highlighted. You damn old man. Look at your message. Only the top part of that link is linkable. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Daldameht green screen presentation. A new type of presentation I invented. Here you can submit links in chat to images that show up right behind me, and I'll use them to improv a live presentation as best as I can, as well as I can. You can use the command exclamation point green screen. That simple. So, welcome to my presentation, everyone. Hope you all have a lovely day today. Today, we'll be doing a presentation on why this man right here is bald. Now, some of you may be thinking the obvious thing. Common male pattern baldness, right? Actually not. You'll notice the environment this man is in, right? Vatican City. Vatican City is home to the second largest housing of nuclear weapons ever seen. Of course, America is first, but the trace radiation coming out of the ground of the Catholic Church has given this man early onset leukemia. He's going through chemotherapy, and of course, the hair loss is expected. But so far, he's enjoying his peaceful life in Vatican City, being the Pope's right-hand man. He cleans off his Pope hat, his Pope robes, his Pope underwear. Actually, more at this point, it's more like Pope diapers, because the Pope is just that damn old. It's an unfortunate tale. He cleans his Pope underwear out of the Pope stains. Indeed. Thank you, audience member who mentioned that. Also, at any point, if the audience does have any questions, concerns, or comments, just raise your hand and I'll call upon you for your questions. Not much else is known about this figure besides his suffering of cancer. His shiny head, as you can see here. Well, not just a shiny head, but you notice the almost oblong, is that the right word? Oblong shaped head is due to an early birth deformity. Now, luckily, the extracranial space was given to him by this sauce right here. This was magical tomato sauce. You notice the peppers and the seeds in there. That unfortunately caused his head to kind of shape and bend like those old kids in the Andes. The actual cranial space did allow his brain to grow even more, giving him about 30% more calculation capabilities. He wanted to go to Harvard to help with their early space development there. Quickly went to NASA and help build some of the best known spaceships ever known to man. Now it's kind of hard to say that, was this risk really worth it? A deformed head, early cancer, bald. Are those really worth it in the end? Because you know damn well being bald and with a weird looking head, he's getting no bitches whatsoever. I don't mean to poke personal fun at the man, but you know he's not getting any play whatsoever. In terms of this sauce specifically, that's not needed. In case you want to know where to get said sauce, you can get them from these people. These people are from a small local village in the Andes Mountains. You'll notice the orange coloring of their clothing. That orange signifies the rare pepper that spawns in the Andes Mountains, because that's where the only place they can make that sauce. And you notice that they're looking up at something and praying. They're praying to a very large pepper that they have in their village and praise it like a living deity. They started a new religion, pepperism, the love and devotion to the one and only great pepper that creates this magic salsa. If you were to visit this village, you'll be adorned in these great-looking orange scarves and accoutrements, and be asked to pray and show your undying devotion to the grand pepper. If you become a member of pepperism, you will be granted a really slow moving image of this weather map. As you can see here, this is the future cast of the weather in Traverse City. Now you may be thinking, Traverse City, isn't that the city of Kingdom Hearts? Exactly. This is the first ever in-game map of the weather of Traverse City in Kingdom Hearts. Now most of you have never played Kingdom Hearts in your entire life. Let me educate you here. Kingdom Hearts is a video game about a kid with a sword that looks like a key. It's called a Keyblade. And there's a bunch of Disney characters. You guys know Disney, right? Mickey Mouse, Daffy, that dog. What's the dog's name? And then they all go to this 3D rendered image of a black hole. They dive deep into this black hole. They basically just plow straight into it, just full on in it. And once they do, they high five, baby, to celebrate a great mission. Now, the purpose of Kingdom Hearts is not really known. The story is all kinds of out of whack. But luckily, my great friend, this guy, plays a lot of Kingdom Hearts. I mean, just look at him. He looks like someone who plays anime games all day. And you notice you notice how he's also bald? That's right. He was also living in Vatican City at the time, got exposed to all that horrible underground radiation, and got cancer. And now, luckily, remind me later to fire my TikTok editor, by the way. This man right here. First of all, I don't know who this man is. I've never seen this man before in my entire life. But it looks like he's doing something very, very interesting, very strange. He looks very stupid in that bow tie. I'll give him that much. That stupid ass bow tie isn't helping anyone. And does Dalda has Riz? Is that true or not? I wouldn't know. I've yet to peruse this media, so I'll leave that up for all of you to decide whether or not he does have that. Seriously, what the fuck is my editor posting, man? And that's the end. Thank you. Thank you all. Hope all of you enjoyed that presentation. You can go whiteface. I'm not going whiteface. In case you want any more information, ladies and gentlemen, there were some leaflets and pamphlets right there at the door. You can grab that. In case you need to go to the bathroom or something, you just go right through there. You have a boner alert? No, I don't. I meant to go back to the beginning. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that presentation. We will now move on to our next presentation, ladies and gentlemen, of the Daldameht green screen presentation. I will now be giving you a presentation on why this man needs to be sent to jail. Just look at this man. He looks like someone who should be in jail. And this is what he looked like beforehand. God, look at that face. Look at that absolutely adorable face. You thought I was going to insult that face, didn't you? Oh, no. No. This is the face of a man. A man's a man. You notice the beguiled facial hair, the almost peachy-like consistency of the beard. Look at that smile, though. Look at that shiny face, very light blemishes on the forehead, which he's taking care of that, don't worry. The almost positive, light-hearted disposition of his face. This is a man who deserves all the happiness and love in the world possible. I know that may be a bit forward of me to say, and some of you may be wondering, well, who even is this man? Who is this very person, and why does he deserve so much? That doesn't matter. What matters is he is hung like a horse. You know what else is also hung like a horse, ladies and gentlemen? Fucking button, man. Duck Dynasty. Who's in Duck Dynasty cast and where can I watch the show? Now, even though Duck Dynasty was a very popular show at the time, it's gathered a more, underground sort of cult following after the series ended. Duck Dynasty follows a group of men with very long beards. And of course, because of that, they have very long beard combs. And because of that, they spend a lot of money on beard care products. Now, unfortunately, 60% of the show's budget was spent on facial care products, which of course led to the downfall of the show. But these men with their beards go out on their boats and go out shooting ducks and other wildlife. Who wouldn't want to see a show like that? The show ran for about 15 seasons while they were exploring the Florida Everglades, shooting all species of ducks. They killed so many ducks that they killed off 2 entire species. They have gone completely extinct in the filming of that show. But for one quick second, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to this handsome devil right here. Goddamn, look at that smile. That is a smile that makes children laugh, that makes parents happy, that makes world peace seem possible. This very smile. It looks like Scorsese himself directed this composition. Look at this shot. Look at the beautiful cinematography here. The sort of placement of the dark colors on one section, the light color on the other sections. The focus of the character on the side, not the center, because he's not egotistical, but off to the side to still show his presence, but to still make himself noticeable. This looks like a still from actually a great film. I don't know what the name of the film is, but god damn it. If I saw a man like this, I'd want to kiss him in public without his consent. I would literally just run up on a guy like this and just face punch him with my mouth. Anyway, enough about that. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen, that you have? Any concerns you want to state or mention? Oh, we have a question over here. What is that? Whose death would I celebrate? The death of murderers and pedophiles, Canadians. That's a great question. What was your name again? CD Rems? Okay, that's interesting name. Very lovely. Any other questions, concerns, comments, threats against my life you want to make? I'm just waiting for more of my images to load in, ladies and gentlemen. It's my presentation is heavy loaded. There's a lot of back end load on the server, so just give it a second and then we'll get more images going. Okay, what more can be said about this man? I mean, obviously, incredibly handsome. Hair that makes bald people jealous. Abs that seem to just bust through their shirt. He has the triceps and biceps of a man so strong, if he was to flex even 1%, it would cause a rip in the space-time continuum. It's just quite a lovely man. And here is actually an artist rendition of the man at his most poorest state of living. Right here. Now, you'll notice the Luigi figure right here. This is not a plush doll of Luigi. This man literally reincarnated Luigi, brought him from the virtual life into the real life. That's right, the first ever implementation of virtual to real life technology. And now this guy and Luigi are best buddies. Of course, Nintendo heard about this news, and he is currently on the run from Nintendo assassins to fight for his life. They want to take away, what's up, Boheim? They want to take away his best friend, simply because Luigi is Nintendo property, as they say. But as we all know, people are not property anymore. They are distinct, unique individuals. So God only hopes that this man remains safe and these two can be best buddies forever. And luckily, that man also is a... You guys can't put like image links, please? You keep submitting the website link and then it shows all this garbage. Oh, we have a question over here. How high am I? I'm not high at all. I don't do drugs. But thank you for the... No, it isn't, dummy. If it was the image link, it would only show the image. This is the Imgur website, dummy. So thusly, you submit the website link, dummy. I'm surprised a 40-year-old man like you, who uses computers every day, does not know the difference between an image link and a website link. Thusly, this one. Another website link submitted by a 40-year-old, croned out, hunched over, arthritis, bones destroyed every second of their life man who can't submit an actual image link. It does do... Okay, let me stop yelling at random people and do my presentation. Lastly, this one. Twitter, it's not broken, it works. You're not submitting the image link, you dumb oh my god. Why is my audience 40-year-old Canadian men and 14-year-old Brazilian kids? Why is that? Where's the middle ground? Where's the middle ground in my audience? Face Stuffer, how about you right-click on the image, click on Open a New Tab. See, the link is different, and that's the image link, and you can submit that one, man. I did, you fool. Okay. Sorry, I need to school an old man on how to use damn computers, like I'm speaking to my grandfather. Okay, so I go to Imgur, right? Click on this image, website page, right-click, open image, a new tab, get this link right here, then I copy it, go in chat, exclamation point, green screen, image link, paste that, and then I show this. Oh, fuck, it is the image. Where's the website? What the fuck? Alright, whatever. I seriously thought it wouldn't show it. Alright, still, you're an old man. I beat you in age. Oh yeah, and also this one. If you thought Trump was racist and misogynistic before, you won't believe what's on the bottom of this image. Ooh, scathing. I mean, last time I tried it, it showed just the image. So maybe there's like a different link, or I don't know why. Yeah, maybe it's just Imgur itself, even though it's supposed to be like an image website. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to myself right now. Okay, I seriously thought, okay, I guess it won't work. Just do your best to submit image links and not the website link. If it doesn't work, then just screw it. I'll just continue on like the improv god that I am. This woman right here is racist. You know why she's racist? Because she punched an innocent man in the face. Look at that. Senseless, brutal violence. Hold on, I'm thirsty. Senseless, brutal violence. A woman just straight up punching a man in the face. I wouldn't believe it. Wouldn't believe it even if you told me. No. But fortunately, she didn't know that this was recording. There was a secret dash cam in this house, because you can put dash cams in houses, by the way, recording her violence. Now, for some reason, she has yet to see jail time for assault and battery. Maybe one day it will come around that she will be put down. The death penalty is what I'm saying. I know some of you are shocked by that news. Do you really deserve the death penalty for just a simple assault charge? Yes, obviously. You do. If you hurt someone, you deserve to die. It's that plain and simple. Now, I can see by some of your expressions you're kind of shocked by that statement. Kind of a controversial opinion. I understand. But luckily, you can support more of these controversial opinions by donating to my Cash App. $ Daldameht, baby. Support me saying more controversial things and more silly things and more stupid things with this Cash App tag. I seriously forgot I had a Cash App, dude. I really forgot about that since I barely use it anymore. You can tell I forgot about it because my old profile picture is still there. That's my old profile picture from like a year ago. I haven't touched it since. I mean, yeah, you can donate to that if you want. Yeah, but you just don't know how hard my life is. You know, I'm 300 pounds. I play Call of Duty every day. I hate Call of Duty. This is why I have to e-beg. You know, I had just had surgery. People on the internet just laugh at me all day. I literally just noticed you changed the profile picture. Are you like face suffer? I don't know what you pay. I don't know what you look at. I don't know what any of you look at when the stream is going on. But yeah, you definitely don't look at this face right here. No one wants to look at that face. You just now realized I changed it? It's been like weeks. It's been like weeks. Well, no, at least on the Cash App one. That one has been like weeks, yeah. This man is, yeah, I think it was more weeks. This man, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, is in your area. Now, just by looking at him, you can tell him what kind of crimes he commits. Clearly the type of crimes that you don't want near a neighborhood or a children's playground. This head contains great evil. Evil that has never been seen before on this planet. Evil worse than Genghis Khan. Evil worse than natural disasters. Evil's more worse than vegans. I'm trying to do a joke, but my hand won't load in. I was going to do like a face tickle thing, but it wasn't working. What's your obsession with this dude, Face Stuffer? Why this guy? Like, this is clearly funny to you, but I don't get why. This man is the first ever gator-skinned man. You think he may be black, right? But he's not. What this is skinned and replatformed alligator skin that's been browned and roasted and darkened by a scientific process. It's amazing at this point he's been still able to still live, because gator skin is not known for being very breathable. But yet he lives a very prosperous life, continuing to go on with half alligator skin. I mean, this guy looks like he's like a sexual assault, or I mean, I don't know what else to go off on. He looks like someone who should not be around children. And with that new gator skin stuff, you know, makes him just even more creepy to look at. This is now a presentation on local pedophiles in your area. This is one of them. If you see him, report him to the cops. This is another one too. Now you'll notice this comment right here. RoboCop getting his robo schlopped. I totaled my car. Now I will admit I'm not the best driver around. In fact, last time when I drove my car, I purchased this sexy lobster costume. Now you'll be wondering, Dalda, do you actually look good in that sexy lobster costume? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I wore it one time for Halloween. It was the Halloween of 2016. I was in New York, just trying to, live my best life. Dressing as, that thing. And luckily, I got a lot more candy than a lot of other people would assume. And apparently, I got a lot of phone numbers, too, from a lot of men. But that's not the important part. The important part is that this lobster costume is what brought me to stardom. Brought me being the best known presenter of all time. I mean, that's why all of you are here, right? Because you saw my images of me in that sexy lobster costume on my Instagram. You see, you guys have to pretend. I know why you're here. But that costume, sadly, brought me to great pain and despair. This is a picture of me in my new car. That's not totaled yet. You see how sad I am in this picture? It's because I'm partially bald, but also because I lost that lobster costume. I lost it in a horrible house fire 1 year after that Halloween, on the next year's Halloween, because that's how time works. A horrible cooking fire from my kitchen burned my entire house down, and I lost that lobster costume. There was so much history in that lobster costume, so much sweat, gristle, and blood. It will be missed. That suit essentially made me. If I didn't put on that suit, I would not have been known ever. No one would have paid attention to me. But when I thought it couldn't get any worse, I crashed my other car. I'm starting to think I don't know actually how to drive. The guy who gave me my driving test didn't even speak English. He, in fact, spoke xenomorph. Now, you would think aliens actually know how to speak multiple languages given how smart they are, but this xenomorph was way too brutalistic, way too animalistic. His main focus was just to spit acid on people and bite their faces off with his second, mouth thing. You know how xenomorphs have a mouth and then they have a mouth in their mouth? He ate so many people's faces with that second mouth. But, I mean, you and I both know that second mouth can do a lot of things. You feel me? Do a lot of things with that second mouth. But luckily, that xenomorph also crashed his car. The sweet karmic justice that goes around. I lose my car, I lose my house, I lose my lobster costume, he loses his car. But as you can see, the xenomorph actually survived this car wreck. He is not dead. He's still traipsing around on planet Earth right now, and he could be in your neighborhood. So, lock your doors, close your windows, shutter close your chimneys, because that xenomorph is still out there. I'm just here to warn most of you about it. But as you can see, this car wasn't totaled as much as the other one was. My car, two of my other cars. This car only got rear-ended a little bit by the train because the conductor saw the car there, slowed down the train just enough for a slight collision. And somehow, some way, xenomorphs have great car insurance. I had no car insurance because, of course, why would I crash my car? I know how to drive my car. History says different, but I think so, I do. And even better yet, the xenomorph crashed another car, baby. Right there into a roof. A lot worse damage. Much worse damage. And because that xenomorph got fired from the DMV because he couldn't give out a driver's license test to save his life, he had no car insurance for this one. He had to pay out of pocket for this car, and I finally got my sweet comeuppance. Him ruining my life and now his life is ruined. I mean, even with this paying out of pocket, he can't afford his spaceship to go back to his home planet. So again, he's stuck here on planet Earth. I'm actually warning you, ladies and gentlemen, about a xenomorph walking around in your possible neighborhood. And you know he won't be shy with that second mouth. He will do horrible things to you with that second mouth. One of those horrible things that he can do, this chicken. This chicken was my boss at the DMV. I also worked at the DMV, in case I didn't mention that. He was one of the best drivers I ever knew at the DMV. That's why he was the boss. As you can see here, he's driving just with his feet on a good road. No car crashes in sight. He was the best one. He used to be a Formula One race car driver, but the life got too exciting, too exhilarating. And unfortunately, as all men do, you get too old. So he decided to sort of retire, become a DMV boss. He was one of the best bosses I ever had. Paid me well. We talked about our love of chicken nuggets. I learned everything from this man. It just sucks because this man was secretly Tom Cruise in a chicken suit. Now I know what you're thinking. Mr. Presenter, you're a goddamn idiot. How could you not know that was Tom Cruise in a chicken costume? Well, first of all, it was a life-size chicken. Like just normal chicken size. It wasn't like a giant chicken suit. So that was the one giveaway. And second, I was just enthralled and enamored by his driving skills. To truly focus on that obvious seam in the back of the head where he would unzip the chicken costume. So, blame me for being amazed and wanting a good mentor for my job. But of course, Tom Cruise, as always, eats KFC. Now, you're seeing the obvious distinction here. Why would a man who dresses as a chicken also eat chicken? That's some weird, self-mutilation, cannibal type thing. I mean, of course, Tom Cruise is a member of the Scientology cult. So, who knows what they get up to? Who knows what they do? What gods they pray to? And apparently what sick, disgusting things they get up to with chickens. This is why I don't watch Tom Cruise movies. I have never seen Mission Impossible. I know, you're all disgusted by that fact. But Mission Impossible is a classic. It's not a classic. It was produced by Scientology. And I may be wondering, what Scientology Easter eggs are put into Mission Impossible? That's very simple. Number one, Tom Cruise. The man who is the face of Scientology is in Mission Impossible. That's the most obvious sign that all of you missed. All of you missed that obvious fact. Second, later on in the second movie, you can see a modified Tom Cruise figurine in the movie. Why would they put a Tom Cruise figure in a Tom Cruise movie? What kind of Easter egg could that be? What's up, Larry? That makes no sense. What that was self-referential meta humor, an invention of the Scientology cult. People think, oh, the internet came up with ironic humor. The internet came up with meta humor. No. They stole that from Scientology. Those sick fucks poisoned us with irony. Now you may be wondering, what is irony poisoning? That's very simple. It's when the mask you live under is living under yet another mask. When your genuine self is so hidden under so many layers of irony, post-irony, meta-irony, post-meta-irony, you have no idea who the true you really is. You've lost all sense of identity. Just like this couple. Now you see this man cowering behind this woman? Scientology has ripped Tom Cruise of his masculinity. No sense of confronting danger and being headfirst and strong and brave. No. Scientology has absolutely ruined this man and made him cower and let a woman catch the bullets. This is what Scientology does to people. I'm here to warn all of you about, first, rogue xenomorphs in your neighborhood, and second, the dangers of Scientology. Now, I must preface this. If I disappear in the next couple of days mysteriously, You know who did it, okay? It wasn't a suicide. It was Scientology. Now, I have to admit, I did see the third Mission Impossible movie because it was just that good. It was amazing. Like Tom Cruise on like that tower in Dubai. What is it called? Like the Burj Khalifa. That giant tower scene, that was amazing. I love that scene. But besides that, I hate Mission Impossible series. All the other movies suck compared to that one. And you'll notice, people, the car that they're in, guess whose car that was? That's right. That was the chicken's car, my boss. The dirty bastard stole my boss's car right before he croaked. Or I guess, clucked. Yeah, my boss is dead, by the way, if I didn't mention that also. I've been narrating for like way too long. Remember, Chad, you can end the presentation whenever, ! End, to stop me from rambling. Please. Thank you. And that's the end. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I don't know why I'm clapping my own presentation. And that's the end of that presentation, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. All right, and that was the presentation. Any questions, concerns, comments, vague historical facts you want to share? What was that? Oh, am I single? I'm, married to my job, essentially, very committed. But in terms of, a woman in my life, I don't have one just yet. Thank you. Anyone want to hear my nacho cheese recipe? What was that? Can you see my... No, you can't see my feet. What? No. This is a professional presentation. What do you want about? No. Any non-weird questions? What do you mean sex? That's not a question. That's just a word. Any sensible questions? You just said the same thing. That doesn't make it different. Well, if you do need any more information, there are plenty of pamphlets, leaflets around. You can grab one. What was it? Spits or swallows? What does that mean? Mist or beast? I don't know. Mist, I guess. I used to drink Sierra Mist. Any questions like pertaining to the presentation, or is it just like random nonsense? Okay, but if you guys are ready, we can move on to the next presentation. Would you grow a beard? I mean, this is as most as my beard would go. I've had this for years. I think this is the maximum it will grow. I was actually considering shaving, too. I was considering shaving all my facial hair. I might do it, but probably not, because I think my look is too complete with the facial hair. Like it'll look stranger without facial hair. So I think I'll definitely keep it. But this is as most it will go, man. I got short beard, short mustache. I mean, it would be a new era because I started off streaming with no facial hair. I might do it. I might. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daldameht green screen presentation. Today, I'll be giving you a presentation on something very important. A presentation on why you should never visit the evil ass rape building. Now, unfortunately, you see me, I'm right there, right? I, of course, visited this building just to traipse the scene, see how dangerous it truly was. And yes, it is very dangerous. Due to the very, obvious naming convention that this place has, you should not visit this place. It is quite dangerous indeed. You want to know why it's dangerous? Because there's a man there. A man named Mr. Ass. And what Mr. Ass does, his full name is Evil Ass. Please don't laugh at his name. Okay, this is a very serious matter. Yeah, please be professional. Okay. Mr. Evil Ass, he owns this building. He purchased it 20 years ago from a Comanche Indian. The horrors that have taken place in this building, the evils that pertain in these walls, are best to remain in these walls. I've seen some great, terrible things in this building. And you may be wondering, why haven't I reported these things? It's because I have mental illnesses. This is one of them, as you see here, visualized in the visual form. There hasn't been a name for this one yet, but as you can see, I am suffering a great deal in this image. My eyes split open, dead, monotone expression. forehead widened. Unfortunately, there's no cure for this one. I'm still suffering from this illness, whatever it is, to this very day. Please pray for me. A moment of silence says also. Amen. Now, luckily, before I was afflicted with my horrible brain disease, I was buff as hell. Look at that. Now, you'll notice the difference in hair, right? That's because I visited Little Italy. This is a great selfie I took while I was in Little Italy. I had some, changes to my body done recently. I'll admit it. I've had work done on my body, okay? I've had a plastic surgery done, okay? I'm not proud of it, but, sometimes you want to look good. Sometimes you want to look good. And look how good I look in this picture. Look at that, baby. Absolute stud muffin. I'm getting hard just from looking at it, man. This is after another surgery I had gone under. It was a widening surgery. It helps. I'm very tall, but it helps to be tall horizontally. Now, some of you may be thinking, "Oh, isn't that just called fat?" No, not fat. Horizontally gifted. That's what I am, baby. I'm horizontally blessed. Now, before you see a fat person and call them fat, or flubber, or Shamu's girlfriend, no. Horizontally blessed. You know what's worse? Because if you're not horizontally blessed, what if you're the inverse of it? You're so small, horizontally wise, that bro doesn't even exist. Pray hands, crying emoji. Which one would you rather occupy? Would you rather exist, have substance and mass and weight and length and depth, or not even exist? Frankly, I take the first option. Because when you exist, you grow, you change, you meet new people, make new friends, acquaintances. And yes, that is me with longer hair that I had in the past before demons took away my long locks, my beautiful, luscious locks of hair. And you see, I'm operating an 8-ball that says, "You will get world record." That means you will get world record. That's right, I believe in you. That current grind you're on right now, that hustle that you're doing right now, I know all of you are on one. You will get world record, all of you. I believe it. This man believes it. The Pope believes it. The Mario brothers believe in it. By the way, did you know that Mario and Luigi's last name is Mario? Mario's full name is Mario Jumpman Mario, which means Luigi's last name is Luigi Mario. I bet you didn't know that, right? Yeah, a little factoid for you. God, I wish I had a bigger beard. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wish my beard could grow longer. Because I like the idea of stroking a long beard. I also like the idea of not drinking alcohol. Why drink alcohol? What's the point of it? Why was humanity's first ever inventions alcohol? Did man need to get drunk that fast so soon? Were the troubles of life in reality so terrible that man immediately sought out an escape to it? Yes. I mean, of course, prostitution is the first job ever created. Alcohol is the second. One of humanity's oldest hobbies/pastimes. But you know what I say? I say nay. I say nay. I'm a horse. Thank you all for watching. Any questions about that presentation? Any concerns, comments? Do you want to hear my chili recipe? Would you like to share your chili recipe? Depends on what? On the evil asteroid building? I mean, it's clearly in a terrible building, Mr. Evil Ass has done some horrible things in that building. I can't even make myself remember such horrible things. I've shut them away into a tight little box, shoved into a corner. Can I see them toes? No. And if you ask one more time, I'm gonna have security throw you out for being a vagrant, nuisance, degenerate, and all other things. All right, new presentation, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Daldameht green screen presentations. We will now move on to our new presentation, where I'll let you know on something very important. I will let you know why soccer accidents are the #1 killer of men in this country. Nay. I'm a horse. In the world. Look at this topple this man's going through. He is toppling and hurt so much, he became a Nazi. He was hurt so bad, so horrible by that soccer accident, that he is now in the use of an iron lung. By the way, there's only 2 iron lungs, I think, still functioning in the current century, or like 1 ever. He is using one of those. And it's so bad, so horrible, his body is so disfigured that a caution sign was put up around the neighborhood so people knew that a man is suffering a great damage to his body. Caution, iron lung being used, call dispatcher before causing any interruption. It's truly a sad reality in an iron lung. Trapped in a cocoon of metal, pumps, and heat. Born to live out the rest of your days as a metallic worm. What's it? Caterpillar. That's what I was trying to say. Metallic caterpillar. But luckily, if you're stuck in an iron lung due to an illness, you can. I was going to use the other image, damn it. You can use some humor. So here you go. Want to hear a joke? Women's rights. Now, I'm not sure if the man in that iron lung will laugh at such a joke, given how crass it is. But one can only hope that some humor can be found within that man. Maybe to brighten his day, make him slightly more happy. And maybe one day he will turn to the game of soccer, or football, as other people call it. I was really hoping to use that previous image that was shown there, comrade, but you got being out, sorry. Now, I've heard plenty of jokes in my life. I've made some jokes in my life. This is top tier food. This man is eating a bronzed sausage patty. As you can see, he is enjoying it. He is loving that patty. He is sucking down that meat like there's no tomorrow. That's something new, though. That's something new. We've all sucked down meat at various speeds and intensities. But this man seems to have a nice euphoric, elated sense of joy on his face from eating this meat. Probably because he watched Anything Funny comedy open mic. He watched that. Now, at this open mic comedy session are some of the funniest comedians that I've ever seen. Some of the funniest comics ever made. I don't like how you can see my legs, damn it. I really don't like that. My legs are not for sale. Gotta stay closer by. Actually, let me... Okay, there you go. This image, ladies and gentlemen, you see this picture of steak, followed by, where from? I made it. I hope all my brothers make it. The beautiful camaraderie and sense of positivity in this message. It's almost heartwarming. Just the love that's shown here in this message, it almost brings a tear to my eye. But what's even more important is the love that's shown in this location. And most importantly, why. 10 reasons why Phuket is the perfect holiday destination. Beautiful friendships are formed in this place. The beautiful lands of Phuket. 10 reasons why you should visit this place. 1. It's funny. 2, the water, beautiful, crisp, blue-green kind of teal coloration to it. This kind of water you only find in like archipelagos and Sri Lanka. Number 3, unlimited hot dog buffet. Now, that seems kind of limiting. Why only hot dogs? Because you can fly those hot dogs on your airplane. Number 4, why you should visit Phuket. Free airplane rides. You also get custom-made Adidas, the unisex child predator 20.3 indoor soccer shoes. Now, if this isn't selling you on why you should visit Phuket, I don't know why. Like, what other reasons do you need? Look at these reviews. 45 reviews on these ones. That means 45 satisfied customers who have visited the beautiful lands of Phuket. Now, if you don't want free hot dogs, airplane rides, and child predator shoes, you and I can't see eye to eye on anything, unfortunately. Now, this may be a lot of information. Again, you can get those pamphlets and leaflets at the entrance for more information and details on this presentation. Now, reason 5, you should visit the beautiful lands of Phuket. The people. The natives there are amazing, loving people. They will adorn you with orange pants, red jackets, and green hats. Now, you may be wondering if you get sick at this place. What's the infectious disease like? Well, luckily, a question has been asked just like that. If homosexuality isn't contagious, then why do I always have Exhibit A? Now, this woman is definitely sick. She's vomiting up something. She's like, vomiting something up horrible. Now, she may be contagious with the disease that was just mentioned here. But Lord hopes that she got help because she's in a public area and you don't want to infect other people with it. I'm actually kind of wondering what that other question just said about homosexuality. I was kind of wanting to read that. But as you can tell, this woman has clearly not visited the land of Phuket because there are no sick people there. They have the great healthcare system ever made in the 21st century. I don't know how to jump to this. Anyway, if homosexuality is not contagious, then why do I always have a map of the United States? Why is that, huh? You may be wondering. That's because gay people live in America. That's true. There are homosexuals in America, and they do this very often. As you can see, they've taken the unlimited supply of hot dogs from Phuket and just start porking it, just start pounding it into their fists in this kind of manner. I'm pretty sure I've seen this image before. On the last time we did the green screen presentation, you've submitted this image before, Face Stuffer. I know you have. My memory isn't that bad. Anyway, enough about this fictional person named Face Stuffer. The number 6 why you should visit the beautiful lands of Phuket is because of the sauce they have over there. The amazing salsa, homemade salsa they have in Phuket is to die for. Literally, people have died trying to get this salsa on the plane rides and boat rides to that place. People have passed away. That's how good the salsa is. It is Daldameht branded salsa made by an ancient chieftain in one of the villages. Now, it's just a giant rumor what that even tastes like, but it's said to be the best tasting sauce ever. The end. Also, I should mention that this stream is sponsored by Daldameht branded salsa from the beautiful lands of Phuket. They've been gracious enough to donate to this presentation lecture. So thank you, Daldameht branded salsa, for sponsoring this presentation. Kind of call you disapprove when you bowed? Oh yeah, because it's like facial recognition. So like, I think it also works if I turn around. It's like I teleport. Watch. Check out my instant teleportation trick. over here. I'm over here. I'll check it. Okay. I'm going to disappear, visit a restaurant, and then come right back. Oh, it didn't work. Let me try when I bow. Okay, I'm going to leave, go to a fast food joint, and then come right back, all right? All right, I came back with some Wendy's. I have instant teleportation magic. I'm surprised none of you even knew that. I don't mean to reveal my secret identity, but yes, I am the Flash. I am Flash Gordon. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to keep my identity a secret to protect my loved ones. Alrighty. Welcome now, ladies and gentlemen, to the newest Daldameht green screen presentation. I am your host, presenter Daldameht, obviously. And we will now begin the presentation on why you should become a DJ. Now, obviously, DJs are not the most lucrative job or position around, but look at the ingenuity and DIY vigor of the DJ. Look at this. And what's great about being a DJ is a lot of space. Look at this tremendous office space that DJs have. Now, you notice me right there in the corner, right? That's to scale, right? That's me. That's the desk that the average DJ uses when they're DJing music. And you know what they say? A man is judged solely by the size of his desk. The bigger the desk, the bigger the man. Now, this is mostly just a regular office space to, again, show you the scales of and the sizes of everything. But DJs earn so much that they got these amazing desks. And even more impressive, it's an L-shaped desk, which means plenty of leg room. You got drawers on each ends of the L, plenty of space for your turntables, your vinyls, and everything. Now, here's one testimony from one of the most successful DJs ever made, DJ Skeleton. This was a DJ. He's now retired now. DJ Skeleton was a famous DJ out in Orlando who had one of the biggest desks ever. Now, unfortunately, he got so obsessed with the concept of desks and tables and furniture, he had some very painful elective surgery to literally transform his body into a table. His new dream of becoming table furniture was finally realized. And also, he's not dead, by the way. He's still alive as this furniture. He lives a totally sedentary life as someone's living table furniture. And of course, it scares the hell out of them every time they turn on the lights, but he's happy. He's very happy. One of the reasons you should become a DJ is that you get instant floating powers at the beach. The second a DJ steps on the beach, they instantly start floating and become a skateboard or a hoverboard, depending on which generation you truly want to assign to, which lingo fits your jive. DJs are gifted great powers when they go to the beach of instant floating and skateboard orientation. If this isn't reason like a good enough reason why for you should become a DJ right now, I don't know what else will. This is the closest humanity has ever come to sort of like a flying telekinesis type build. And you notice this man on his back, right? This man is not to scale. This man is really small. That's right. When you become a DJ, not only do you get flotation powers, you become bigger. You enlarge yourself literally, physically. How do you not want to become a DJ now? It's literally the best gig you can possibly find. And once at the beach, you start spinning that shit like as you can see, I was a DJ beforehand, before I became a world-class presenter and lecturer. Now, this is a more modern DJ setup, no vinyls, no needles on the thing. Oh, by the way, did you know there are different needles for DJs to use depending if they want to scratch it or just play the vinyl? You got to use different needles to like do different things. I didn't know that. But now you know that. Now some people may look at the more modern DJ setups and think this is terrible, but it's not because TikTok. TikTok has paved the way for new and upcoming amateur DJs to really show their skills. One of the biggest skills that came out, and one of the biggest names that came out of the DJ scene was DJ Syringe. Now, this isn't him, obviously. This is just his profile picture on his TikTok page. But DJ Syringe is probably one of the best known DJs I've seen today. His TikToks blow up. He's getting mad likes. His scratching, absolutely awesome. But luckily, he doesn't limit himself. Because, you know, as a DJ, you get the cool powers, you get flotation and enlargement, but you also get to kiss black men. Now, is this essentially another benefit of being a DJ? Yes, because Shaquille O'Neal is also a DJ, baby. That's right. You ever had dreams of DJing next to Shaq O'Neal? And now you know why Shaq is so big himself. Because of those secret DJ powers when you're at the beach. But unfortunately for Shaq, he had some like latency issues. So his enlargement powers stayed with him. Even though he's not on the beach anymore. Lucky bastard. But as it turns out, DJing has been quite good for Shaq. After the basketball retirement, the endorsement deals, the commercials, he has found great joy in spinning those discs, those vinyls, scratching that like there's an itch. Just hearing this presentation myself makes me want to become a DJ. You know, I've heard some great mixes in my life, but luckily it's so silly sometimes because being a DJ means also looking very silly, like this man. Now, this isn't clown makeup. This is regular makeup. This man, what is that? Oh, that's like, okay, I know what that is. This is actually, never mind. This is actually clown makeup. Screw the change. This man is doing his best to put on clown makeup, but he's very amateur. He doesn't know how to put on clown makeup like a professional. So he's seeking out help from an actual clown person soon. I should do that. I should probably do it as a stream, right? That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a pretty cool stream. I did like get like a professional clown person like do clown makeup on me. I should probably do that. Anyway, yeah. This man is as silly as a clown, but doesn't look like one. He's not at all. He's in fact a tremendous Okay, you uploaded that frame the second I trash for the old image. You were fast with that, man. I will give you that one. That was fast, Frayne. You threw off my whole thing. Now, unfortunately, DJs have a very bad reputation of being bronies. Any of you who don't know this, luckily, I thank you for your innocence. DJs and bronies go together like pizza bagels and chocolate milk. A small subclass of DJs sometimes turn into My Little Pony enjoyers. You see this man right here? He's a victim. He is so close to turning into them. He made the mistake of going to this convention because he thought, oh, this is pretty cool. Like-minded people who enjoy this weird thing. Let me check it out. But little does he know, there is a black man in a mouse costume waiting behind him, ready to convert him. Convert him into the sinful life of being a brony. The innocence in his eyes soon left his body as he became... That does not look like me. The hell are you talking about? That does not look like me. What? No. Okay, I just threw me off, goddammit. Yeah, that man who was at that brony convention, he has now gone full brony. and totally lost. The end. Because that is truly the end for that man. Thank you. Thank you. This time I didn't go anywhere. I stayed right here. Thank you. Any questions, concerns, comments about that presentation? I know there was a lot of heartbreaking information about DJs and the life and luxury of a DJ. Are any of you here now inspired to become a DJ? You have to go to the bathroom. Okay, just go to the bathroom. You don't have to tell me. Just, yeah, go right there. I mean, you don't have to ask to go to the bathroom. Just go. I mean, like questions about the presentation or like in general. If you want to go, then go. I hope some of you may have been now inspired to become a DJ. Maybe even do it as a slight hobby. Whether you use modern equipment, vintage equipment, does not matter as long as you have fun scratching those vinyls or rewinding those MP3 files, whichever it is. All right, we will now move on to the next presentation. Welcome everyone to the Daldameht green screen presentation. We will now begin our newest presentation. I'm of course your host and presenter, Daldameht. You can call me Dalda, D, or Hey You. I respond to all those names and labels. But today I will now be giving you a presentation on why Ireland is the best place ever and why you should visit Ireland. First of all, of course, there are two types of United Ireland. There is the integrated and the devolved. Now, little people know about these two different types of Ireland. Well, yeah, there's two types, integrated and devolved. And as you can see, the integrated has very strong support for stuff. And most importantly, what they have strong support of is alcohol consumption. Now, I've gone on record in saying I don't like alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, and I never will drink alcohol. But Ireland is a country full of drunks. That's not mean that's just factual. That's just facts, okay? But the mass amount of alcohol consumption rivals that of Russia and Russians and their vodka. Irish people love, what's it called? Like a Guinness, or whatever. They love them. And it makes the people happy and joyful, and they start dancing and all. So that's one of the reasons you should visit Ireland. It's a happy country full of happy people because they are drunk 24/7. And a lot of the promotional equipment for Ireland visitation is this one. This is not us. Okay? Find out who the Irish really are at Europe's leading tourist attraction, the Irish Immigration Museum Epic. They have a strong statement to state about what it means to really be Irish and the false images that have been given to Irish people. Most importantly, this one. Now, remember earlier when I said that they're happy and joyful and start dancing? Irish people have some of the best dance moves I've ever seen. And this is coming from someone who has fantastic dance moves. You know, I've shown you on stream the dance moves and all that, like how good I am. But my moves don't rival that of the Irish. I think the alcohol fuels their mobility and fluidity into just having the best dance moves ever. I wish I could be at this party. It looks like a lot of fun. But this is another reason why you should visit Ireland. You will learn some of the best dance moves you ever will have. Now, most of you think, oh, wait a minute, black people have the best dance moves. We do, but not compared to the Irish. Exhibit A. Why is that image so damn small? Why is it so small? Why? As you can see here, this is a clip from the TV show Archer. And this is a Frenchman. Now, I know all of you are disgusted by this very image. Some of you are throwing up right now into the seats. I'm so sorry for doing that. But yes, French people do exist. That's a sad fact indeed. But don't let that get you down. Don't let that get you down. Okay? Because they're all concentrated only in France. They're only in France. They can't escape France. They can't hurt you. And luckily, there are no French people in Ireland. So that's another reason you should visit Ireland. There's no French people over there. You'll not have to smell their terrible bodies, their terrible body odor, their horrible cheeses and wines. You will not have to be as sad as this clown. Look how sad he is. This is a clown who has visited France. This is what France does to you. This is what it turns you into. It turns you into a cheesy, early 2010s clown horror movie. Don't be like this, man. Do not go to France. Instead, visit Ireland, where they got drinks, parties, and pubs, and dancing all the time. And I don't mean to stay stuck on this one, but another reason not to visit France is because the women there are sick with chicken pox. Now, most of you already know chicken pox is an illness that affects mostly children, but no. It infects children and French women. What's the connection between children and French women? Scientists are still trying to figure out that answer. But there is an ongoing chicken pox infestation in France right now. French women are suffering, and due to the horrible French healthcare system, they are not getting the care and attention that they need. Just look at this woman. She is currently reading a news article on her phone about the failing French healthcare system and how she has to pay an outrageous copay to get her chickenpox medication. This is yet another reason to visit Ireland, because there are no French women and there's no chickenpox in Ireland. All the alcohol has killed off every single germ in Ireland, so the entire populace is healthy as hell. People in Ireland live to be 97 years old on average. That's right. Fantastic standard of living. An older populace, but still, they're still living. They're still kicking. And when you live and kick, you can still dance, baby. In my honor, I'll still say black people dance better, and then second is Irish. But luckily, some words of encouragement. Today could literally be the luckiest day of your life. You'll never know until you start gambling. Ireland has no gambling. In fact, it's illegal in Ireland to gamble. So why is this message being set out? Who made such a horrific post about the ironic love of gambling? Only a sick, twisted French person can make an image like this. That's right. Gambling is legal in France. And France sucks as a country. You see the connection now? You see how it all comes together? No gambling equals a good country. Gambling equals a bad country. And that is why no one visits France. And this is why people should visit Ireland. No gambling. You don't got to worry about losing your money, draining your savings account, trying to hit that lucky roulette spin on the blackjack. You don't have to worry about that. You can spend your money on lovely tourist attractions, going to the beach, buying alcohol. Most importantly, everything I say is a joke. It's just satire. Unless you agree with me, then it's real. But gambling or gambling. I'll try to do like a tiny voice. Most importantly, gambling is very bad. It's very bad for you. I used to gamble in my sleepovers. We'd play what's it called? We'd play blackjack and bet potato chips. I would lose all my potato chips. I would ask for a loan of more potato chips and lose them all. Okay? I had a horrible gambling addiction, losing all my potato chips. And this is why I hoard all of my chips now. Both the potato and the poker kind. You should never gamble. And you should never go to France. This is a serious message, by the way, about I'm joking about the island, but I'm being serious about don't visit France ever. That is an unironic, real life lesson I'm telling you right now. Do not visit. Because France has penis elements. I bit my tongue there a little bit. I'm sorry. France is currently infested with STDs known as TATO. Standing, of course, for testicular aeronautical cross dressing. Here's a live picture of what France looks like right now. Who would want to visit a place like this? I wouldn't. Who in their right mind wants to visit an active war zone? Exactly, correct. Nobody. Thank you, audience member, for participating. Nobody wants to. France has STDs. It has gambling issues. France is currently a war zone right now. Why would anyone want to visit the country of France? This lecture and presentation is as much about why you should visit Ireland and why you should never visit France. I'm like trying to really hammer in that point right now. I'm not being ironic. I'm being dead serious. Never visit France ever. French people are also very racist. And their policemen, the French policemen, are also racist. Look at that. Policemen wearing all black. That's essentially doing blackface. Also known as doing backface. Wait, what was the previous image? I've already forgot. What was the previous image I was just looking at? Hey, regardless, the only good thing to come out of France was French fries. Cheap, affordable, fried potatoes that tasted amazing. The only good thing that France ever made was that. And now, it's been co-opted into newer countries by calling them freedom fries, only 50 cents. And of course, Americans love French fries. You can obviously tell they love French fries. But that's just one sign of how you take a horrible invention that was made by France and make it better. This presentation is supposed to be about Ireland, but I just can't stop talking about how much I hate France. I don't know why. Another reason you should visit Ireland is because they have great French fries. There we go. That's the tie-in right there, baby. Did you know? Okay, you submit small images that I can't read, and then you quickly change it on me. Okay? So you know what? People who keep changing my slides, I don't agree with their opinion. You know what? It's about time I say it. To all of you in the audience as well, I don't agree with your opinion. I gotta be honest with you. Some of you say, oh, no. France is a great place. It's a great place. Really? Look at the average French woman. You look at that, and you tell me you want to visit France. You tell me with a straight face. There's no more to say. The end. Thank you. No, I do not like that. Audience member who said that, no, I do not like that at all. Thank you all for listening to my presentation about why you should visit the country of Ireland, and also subsequently why you should never visit France. Any questions, concerns, comments, platitudes? You want to hear my biscuits recipe? Did you see the disgust in his eye? There is. I have major disgust. You pissed a moment ago? Thank you for telling me. Thank you for the applause also. Thank you for all the claps. Thank you. The French Warzone picture was scary? Yeah, I did. I mean, it sucks to be in France right now because there's an active war going on. No, I got it. Ireland good, France bad. Exactly. That's the gist to take away from this lesson. I should do that at the end, like give just a grand gist of the entire presentation. Ireland good, France bad. I gotta memorize these damn things. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daldameht green screen presentation. I'm your host and presenter, Daldameht, and I'm now presenting you with the presentation on why you should follow this dynamic. I'm going to tell you why you need to be a silly Billy and non-alpha. There are 15 signs that you're a silly Billy, and why that's better than being a so-called alpha, a false platitude and label created by society, an insecure men. No. A silly Billy is what you should be. Now, you see the two differences right here between them just in the visual form. An alpha, too serious, too self-absorbent, too much me. The silly Billy, just look at him, being goofy, taking in the moment to enthrall himself, make whatever fun he can, have whatever joy he can in the moment. I recommend to all of you, be a silly Billy and not an alpha. Now, one of the signs that you are a silly Billy is that you kiss black men. And I notice here that this indentation mark in this car looks a lot like this image right here. That is one of the first signs of being a silly Billy, is kissing black men. Now you may think, oh, that's already a good first sign. That's pretty easy. I can easily be a silly Billy just by doing that. Yes, you can. And if by some miracle you get to the second sign of being a silly Billy, is being a Twitch streamer. Now you may be looking at me, wait a minute, Dalda, you're a streamer on Twitch. Does that make you a silly Billy? No. Because I do not kiss black men. I kiss black women. So I'm already I'm missing one of the requirements for being a silly Billy, unfortunately. But once I ever do make the move to being that, I will be that one step closer. Now, an alpha, on the other hand, only kisses women. So make that what you will. Now, another sign of being a silly Billy is when you want to hate and disagree, but they're spitting facts, so you just ended up agreeing with them. A silly Billy does accept his silly nature and realize that other people may be speaking more truthful statements. Another reason or sign that you may be a silly Billy is that you are Betty White. Yeah, Betty White. Betty White was probably the biggest silly Billy to ever exist. If you've seen the show Golden Girls, nothing but silly moments back to back to back. Betty White was one of them. Now, if you want some inspiration on how to be one, you can watch Betty White highlights of the Golden Girls. She'll give you the down-to-down blueprint on how to be one. She essentially laid the groundwork for what it meant to be one. Now, some of you may be thinking, wait, wasn't Betty White, I almost forgot her name again, wasn't Betty White more of an alpha? No, that was just a veil. That was a disguise she put on to command respect from people, to make her seem herself more relatable. No, she was a silly Billy. The fifth sign that you are one is that you have once in your life visited this woman. This woman is Mary Jane. Mary Jane was Betty White's teacher. She taught her all the silly Billy methods, the methodologies, the paradigms, the paradoxes. She taught her all that stuff. Oh, that's a young one? Okay, well, whatever. Dude, let me roll. I'm rolling right now. Fuck. Mary Jane taught Betty White everything she needs to know. She was the silly teacher. Now, unfortunately, all of her works that she wrote in books about how to be one were lost to time due to translation errors. Mary Jane was Portuguese, and no good Portuguese to English translators were around at the time. Now, another sign that you may be a silly Billy is that you have maintained this physique. This physique isn't achievable without catnip. Does that mean you must consist of an diet entirely of catnip? Maybe. Only the true hardened silly Billies eat catnip. Now, of course, consuming too much catnip turns you into this thing. but it could be worth it. Another sign that you are a silly Billy is that you smoke cigarettes. Because the silliest thing that you can do is smoke. That soon to be growing lung cancer is by far the silliest thing you can do. Also, smoking it between the forefinger and the middle finger, like that. That's especially the way to do it. Don't smoke a cigarette with that long stick that women used to use like back in the 40s. Don't use that. Use your own two God-given sticks called your fingers. True silly billies smoke cigarettes. Alphas care about their health and eat and diet and exercise and all that other nerd stuff. No. We smoke cigarettes here. Betty White smoked a lot of cigarettes. Smoked 2 packs a day. Non-filtered menthols. Because that's how hard she rolled. She wanted everyone to truly know how much of a silly billy that she was. You guys can change the image whenever you want, by the way. She really rode down and dirty with the nicotine. Every other take of shooting of the Golden Girls, Betty White was smoking it up. Now, you may be a bit scared, like, what about the lung cancer? I don't want to smoke cigarettes. If that means I have to be a silly billy by smoking cigarettes, I don't want to do that. Doesn't matter. Because the 7th sign of being a silly billy is also performing high kicks. Now, the higher your kick, the higher probability that you are a silly billy. Okay, I was about to do a high kick, but then I realized my feet would be on stream, and I'm not doing that. But I could probably kick like up to like here-ish. You can't see my hand. Another sign, the 8th sign that you are a silly billy, is that you have a Twitter account. And not only that, you post fake tweets on your Twitter account. Fake tweets that say, "I'm so freaky, RN, the feeling of sucking toes is unmatched, fur ong. Resisting the urge to suck toes is so hard, I'm beginning to go crazy, fur ong, trust, I'm losing it." If your tweets are at least 1% as fake as that one, you're on your way to becoming a certified silly billy. So, open up that Twitter account, get to posting some hot garbage, some fake hot garbage, and you're well on your way. And while you're tweeting, perform those high kicks. Another good reason, or the ninth sign that you are a silly billy, is that you wear cowgirl outfits. Pink cowboy hats, skirts, and white shoes. This is the pose of the silly billy. That's like the stance, like the greeting of like knowing, oh yeah, this is a certified silly person right here. I lost my arms in a horrific automobile accident. Thank you for pointing that out, jerk, by the way. And now the 10th sign that you are a certified silly billy is that you post very small selfies. Look how small the selfie is that I posted. Now you may be wondering, why, Dalda, do you post small selfies? It's pretty obvious. Great things come in small packages. You don't need high quality, 60 frames, 24 megahertz images to show off your true self. No, you need only the necessary amount of pixels. And for me, it's 80 pixels. 80 pixels tells the whole story of Daldameht. Of course, because, I am quite a certified silly billy myself. I only need 80 pixels to show everything. And it is quite true that I do post small selfies because my wiener is huge. Thank you, audience member, who said that, by the way. And yes, I do still use an iPhone 2. I will admit that. Because my hatred of Apple to this very day prevents me from buying newer iPhones. I will never upgrade past my iPhone 2. And it takes quality pictures nonetheless. And for instance, here is a picture of my iPhone 2. Look at the classy design, the simplistic layout, the bold, striking colors. A far fetch from what Apple is doing nowadays. See, that's why I stay loyal to quality, not brands. Be loyal to quality, not brands. The iPhone 2 was the peak of Apple's creativity and ingenuity. True silly billies recognize quality. Brands come and go, companies stay afloat and die, but quality is always there. And now, the 11th reason or sign that you are a silly billy is that you cry. You cry your eyes out. You cry so hard, you start crying sideways and start dribbling snot out of your nose. That's because silly billies are not afraid to show emotion. Emotions are probably the most human thing that we have. The whole range of emotions, like happy and sad and all those other emotions. True silly billies aren't afraid to show emotions. And they're not afraid to cry sometimes in the shower and let the sound of the water hitting the drain cover the sounds of their tears hitting the floor. That's quite okay. It's quite okay. Now, the 12th reason why you are, or the 12th sign that you are silly billy is that you live in Texas. Texas has the greatest concentration of silly billies known on the western seaboard. Most of it concentrated in the, what's that place called? Brownsville, down here. They have the greatest concentration there. If you live in Brownsville, Texas, you are a silly billy. The 13th sign that you are a silly billy is that you watch and consume One Punch Man content. One Punch Man being anime, of course, and manga. The 14th / penultimate reason or sign you are a silly billy is that you love 80 pixeled images. Again, as I said earlier, 80 pixels is the maximum number of pixels you need to show off your true self. You don't need high resolution, high def pictures and videos at 60 frames a second, 4K resolution. No, that's too much. Only alpha, little, whiny men need so many pixels to show off every single bit of their insecurity. No. Only use 80 pixels. That's all you need. He who can tell his story with the least amount of words has the best story. And the 15th and final reason, sign that you are a silly billy is that life, when you stop worrying and just kill people you don't like. Silly billies are great at assassinating people who don't deserve to live. They get rid of the competition, and that's how you should live. And those are all the signs that you are a silly billy. Don't be an alpha. It's outdated, overrun, constipated mentality that has infected the mind of many people. Don't be an alpha. Be a silly billy. Thank you. Can I cook burgers? Yes, I can. Yes. You have to pee again? Okay, then just go. You should probably go to a doctor, get your prostate checked, but yeah, go. You keep me alive? Sure thing, man. You can't see my thumbs up. Here it is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daldameht green screen presentation. I'm your host and presenter, Daldameht, and I'll now present to you a presentation on why this man is the greatest presenter of all time. Now, you may notice an obvious thing. Isn't this just you, Daldameht? Yes, it is. This is me literally 10 minutes ago when I was presenting the final reason why or sign that you are a silly billy. Look at the poise that this man has presenting, the command of the area, the pointed and directed conversation. An amazing man. He's so amazing that this cat survived Schrodinger's experiment. Busted out of that box with no poison, well, actually with the poison, and he made his way out. He is now hunting down Schrodinger and plotting to assassinate him. Please contact his offices to know that there's a bounty out on his head. But this is also another reason why Daldameht is the greatest presenter of all time. Daldameht does not kill cats, even hypothetical ones. He keeps them alive. He's a giant cat lover. So Daldameht would never poison cats. Even though, honestly, I'm more of a dog person either way. Actually, I'm more of like a raccoon person. I want to have a pet raccoon one day. Like a baby raccoon. Another reason I'm such a great presenter is that I own Hello Kitty slides. And I have a Hello Kitty case on my phone. On both my phones, because I have two phones. Men who own Hello Kitty slides and phone cases are some of the best men to ever grace the internet. And some of you may be thinking, well, isn't that a bit feminine of you, Dalda, to own Hello Kitty slides and phone cases? No. Because I am a certified silly Billy. So it only makes sense. It's part of my identity almost. Inseparable, incomparable, insurrectionable. And another reason why I'm a great presenter is that I love raccoons. Great, fascinating creatures. The raccoon. There's really no other reason why. I just love them. I don't know why. Ever since a young age. Ever since I was a youngin'. Great trash panda. I've actually looked into trying to get like a pet raccoon, but there's like no sanctuary or like pet hospital or place that gives them. So I gotta like find one in nature and like domesticate it. I was thinking about like getting a bag of Doritos because I watched that movie Over the Hedge. I was gonna lay out like a path of Doritos from a bunch of raccoons and lead them to my house. It's probably the best way I can do it. And now, unfortunately, I made a great mistake and a great error. I've caused a lot of damage, people. Look at this. This is what I did. This is the damage that I've caused. This is the havoc I have wreaked. Wreaked? Damage you have wrecked. Wreaked? This is the damage that I have caused. I have destroyed a home of the opossum. I have destroyed so many opossum homes that there is now a herd of them homeless looking for a place to live in the greater North American region. Now you may be wondering, Dalda, why are you destroying the homes of so many possums? Do you hate opossums? Yes, I do. Opossums are the bastard incest child of the raccoon. They want to be raccoons so bad that they even stole their look a little bit. They are straight up biters. Opossums are straight window shoppers compared to the glory that is the raccoon. So that's why they deserve no homes. They deserve to be homeless. Now, some of you may think that's a bit harsh on my side, but that's how I feel. Okay? You come to these presentations for the controversial opinions. You come here for the mind-altering, mind-shattering views that change the way you look at the world. That's what I do for you. I open your mind. I open up your mind's eye. It would have been so cool if, as soon as I did that, an eyeball showed up on my forehead. It is now revealed that Daldameht is now a triclops. But luckily, this is a raccoon. You can tell it's a raccoon because it's misspelled. There's two C's in raccoon, you damn idiot. Opossums are so dedicated to want to be raccoons, they can't even spell the name correctly. That's how desperately they want to be raccoons. And they'll never be. They will be hapless, shameless, biters and window shoppers. Forever. Whoopsie. It's okay, comrade. I know you're still in school, so you don't know how to spell words yet. It's okay. Okay, don't make spelling errors before next time, and then you won't. FaceTime didn't load in. There's nothing on there. It didn't load. It didn't load the thing on there. Now, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this presentation does have some quirks to it, some kinks to work out, but this isn't one of them. You not being English doesn't mean you can't use autocorrect, dummy. What was even the topic of this one? I forgot. Either way, this is a flamethrower that I invented a while back ago. This flamethrower was one of the best ones I ever made. I gave it to one of my neighbors to test it out, and I took this lovely photo of it with him. Now he is absolutely bewildered, surprised by that one. And now luckily, there is also some great art being made in the world. Awesome female opossum girl on Reddit. Now, of course, as I said already, I already hate opossums. So I put this in here. I put this image in my presentation to show you even more reasons why I hate opossums. Now, this image may drive some of you to kill yourselves. Don't do that. Suicide is never the option. But it does fill me with great dread, despair, and misery that this image does exist. And some of you may, again, want to kill yourselves. And some of you may look at this image and want to start unzipping your pants. Again, that's not needed. Opossums are a great scourge in this world. Shameless copiers of the raccoon style. But they'll never succeed. Anyone want to change the goddamn image, please, now? Thank you. I'm tired of looking at this thing. You can change it anytime now, man. Christ. Okay, luckily, old women are attacking younger women with buckets of water. It's a crying shame that is happening. But what's even worse is that they're doing that to women who are very vulnerable. She's wearing a bikini, totally not in the proper suit or attire to defend herself. Why do old women hate younger women? Is it the immediate age difference? Yes. Look at her shirt. Hi, I don't care, thanks. Old people are so nihilistic, so dead inside that they must now spread their misery onto the younger female populace. And look at the shock and surprise on her face. She's still kind of surprised that she did this, but that to her core, she's glad she did it. To spread her misery on someone else. Now, back to the flamethrower that I made. This is another picture I took of one of my other neighbors using my flamethrower. Took this lovely 80 pixel image with it. He had a great time using my flamethrower. He burned down a local forest with that flamethrower. But of course, he did it because there was a raging wildfire at the time, and he set a counterfire to extinguish both fires. And now, luckily, that old lady got her comeuppance because he used that flamethrower on her shoe. Sweet, sweet karmic revenge. And now this woman will never splash water on younger women in bikinis ever again. She may seem nihilistic, but that's the face of someone who believes she's in pain. So she clearly believes in something. And now earlier today, I got a call from a freaky freak. That's my pet name for him. I call him Freaky Freak. And that's a picture I drew of him also. Freaky Freak and I discussed some interesting business. We discussed how we could take over the tissue brand of America, become the tissue monopolies, even bigger than Kleenex. Now, in discussions, we came across some certain roadblocks. How to monopolize the fabric industry, the cotton industry. But before that, this old woman, I gave her one of my other flamethrowers. I'm a huge enjoyer of making flamethrowers, and I give them to old people and watch them use it. She's currently making a pie, or she's, heating up a pie with the flamethrower, and she's enjoying herself. Look at that face. That is a woman who's enjoying herself like she was using that flamethrower like when she was a kid. I work to bring the smile on faces of old people. And apparently flamethrowers are the best way to do it. You don't have to call me a hero. Okay? You don't have to call me a savior. You don't even have to call me the sexiest man in the world. Don't do that. I do it because it's the right thing to do. I also give flamethrowers to little kids. Kids enjoy the flamethrowers even more because in the new sensation and vision of giant flames just come out of nowhere. Kids love them entirely. This kid currently is using one on the patio just outside his house on the backyard. Luckily, he set nothing on fire, of course, because even though I give kids flamethrowers, I teach them safety, like trigger discipline with the gun. What's even better is that those flames were applied to basketballs. Flame basketball, the newest sports sensation to take over the country. Okay, move over NBA. We got flame basketball. Now, this game unfortunately will be played exclusively by old women. No more will this game be played by 6'8" black men. No. 5'1" old white women will play flame ball. That's the name I just came up with it, by the way. Now, this sport may not generate the same kind of attention as the NBA, but the cult-like interest in this game would be very good. We can expect a lot of highlights, clips, t-shirt sales to skyrocket at the invention of flame ball, which is just the name I just came up with it, by the way. I came up with that name. Flame ball is only the stepping stone. We expect flame to be incorporated in many other sports as well. Soccer, maybe. Flame soccer. Flame bowling. Flame polo. Imagine riding a horse that's on fire and hitting your hammer on the ball while your horse is on fire. That is the newest sports craze, ladies and gentlemen. I'm asking for $50,000 for 30% equity in my company. That's right, this is Shark Tank, baby. This is turned from a presentation to Shark Tank. What else can we have? We can have flame. I can't think of what other sports. Flame, hockey. Now, the immediate contradictory is that it's played on ice, but you need fire. We're still working out the kinks on that plan. But luckily, marriage. I am once again encouraging you to meet your mutuals because they get married. That's right. Now, unfortunately, I am a pedo. Says, please contact me if you are an old woman. Why call yourself a pedo if you're interested in older women, especially rich older women? The paradoxes of humanity know no bounds. But rich old women are quite nice. Oh my God, I'm losing it. I think my feet are getting tired, so I can't concentrate on making up stuff. My feet are just getting tired, man. Thank Christ. And that's the end. This is me. Does this look weird? Oh, dude, actually, I just reminded myself. While I was at the store, there's these group of kids. They're buying something from a concession stand. They must have been from some kind of youth club or something, because there's all these black kids, but they were when they were speaking to the employees, they were like, "Oh, hi, sir. Thank you, sir," or whatever. So I thought they were oh, maybe some part of some youth group or whatever. But after a little while, one of the kids said, "I need a max win." You know that Drake meme from that stream he did? One of the kids said that one, and I just realized, wait a minute, I haven't heard that meme in forever. And then what's even better is that one of the kids started talking about streams. They're talking about Twitch streams. I forget the name of the person that they said, but yeah, clearly the internet has already hit their brains hard. So that was pretty fun. What else? I wrote down some stuff to talk about, but my computer is way over there, and I'm over here, so I'll just make up some stuff. Today while I was walking, I got attacked by a giant deer. It was 14 feet tall, had 4 antlers. So I was running for my life right down the street, but then suddenly a taxi came around and hit the deer, made it collapse straight on the road. Now, luckily, a family of cockroaches took the giant deer away to eat on it, to feast. It was like a king's feast for them because it was so big, and those cockroaches are even smaller. Yeah, so that was my day.